sharing about is The Elephant Doctor by the Indian author J. Mohan, who is here today, from the Stories of the True. It's one of the stories that feels simple on the surface, a doctor, a forest, and elephants, but inside it holds something profound, a vision of idealism, compassion, and moral clarity far beyond the page. Dr. K, the main character, is not a hero in the usual sense. He's a calm, quiet, and deeply human kind of person. He heals because it's right, not because someone is watching. When elephants are wounded by glass bottles left by careless tourists, the problem in the story, Dr. K doesn't complain or criticize, he simply acts, cleans the wounds, tends to the suffering, and restores what was broken. That is author J. Mohan's Idealism. Not a dreamy escape from reality, but courage rooted in kindness. In his stories, goodness is not an act of convenience, it's an act of conviction. Dr. K's compassion isn't loud or dramatic, it's quiet, steady, and transformative. That is author J. Mohan's Idealism, not a dreamy escape from reality, but courage rooted in kindness. In his stories, goodness is not an act of convenience, it's an act of conviction. I've often seen how the timeless values of Indian tradition, empathy, humility, and ahimsa, non-violence, still have power in today's world. Dr. K's action remind me of seva, or selfless service. The belief that helping others is not a favor but a reflection of who we are. When the park ranger, Sangams, proudly says he's nominated Dr. K for the Padma Shri Award, Dr. K replies, "What will I do with this award? Show it to Salva?" Salva being the wounded elephant he saved. That one question reveals author J. Mohan's writing philosophy, that truth and goodness don't need applause. This mirrors the Indian idea of nishkama karma, doing your duty without desire for recognition. So to connect with this, whatever I just said, I'm going to say some poems that can capture the spirit. Walt Whitman once wrote, "I exist as I am, that is enough." That single line captures Dr. K's spirit. He isn't chasing fame or validation. His compassion, his being is enough. And Emerson said, "To be yourself in a world that is consistently trying to make you something is the greatest accomplishment." Dr. K lives that truth. He trusts his conscience more than the crowd. Emerson's belief in self-reliance, the strength of moral independence, connects beautifully with J. Mohan's vision of integrity and inner purpose. This idealism runs through another of author J. Mohan's works, Aram, the Song of Righteousness. So this story inspired like a spark of creativity in me. The Tamil word Aram means righteousness or mortal virtue. In this collection, J. Mohan explores Dharma, the harmony between truth, duty, and compassion. His characters are often tested, not by external enemies, but by moral choices. In Aram, goodness is never naive, it is strength. Can you still choose truth when lies are easier? This idealism also extends to the idea of one world story through historical figure Gary Davis, a man with universal harmony where compassion crosses all borders. This shows the author's vision is not limited to India, it's global. Poet Walt Whitman captured the spirit when he wrote, "For every atom belonging to me as good belongs to you, that is the heart of one world. The recognition that the good in us belongs to everyone, and that empathy and righteousness are not cultural boundaries, but shared human values." At the end of Elephant Doctor, this really inspired me deeply. After all the poetry in Elephant Doctor, Lord Byron, and Kabilar, this really inspired me. J. Mohan writes, "Yes, the celestial drums were thundering. It's as though the universe itself celebrated Dr. K's compassion, not with awards or fame like Padma Shri, but with music of righteousness. That moment is more than an ending. It's a revelation. When one person acts with pure goodness, the entire cosmos rejoices." For me, these stories prove that literature can keep our moral imagination alive. The Elephant Doctor reminds us that idealism isn't fragile, it's timeless. It's what allows us to stay human in a world that often forgets humanity. As a child of two worlds, India and America, I see how holding on to these ideals help me stay connected to where I come from, while shaping where I go. Thank you. Thank you.